Hello, Chad. How's it going? How you doing? Underneath the Temple from Ragnarok Online is the song, also known as the song from Rachel Sanctuary. I like the Ragnarok Online soundtrack. It has some really good tracks. There's also a little ass tracks here and there, but still pretty good stuff for the most part. It's time for the CRT to turn on. I hope these batteries I got the other time still good. Enough for that at least.
Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering.
Finally got a little bit of a hot day. I couldn't start earlier. I had a difficult time starting earlier, so I don't know how much it's gonna last. I'm not gonna practice more than that. I'm good. I had a lot of mucus today. The beginning of spring. It's not allergies, it's just weird, like change of temperature all the time. It's more about that. I don't. Historically, I never had allergies. Although I heard that you can still, even if you never had them, you can get them eventually. As an older age. At an older age. Just out of nowhere. But I hope that doesn't happen to me. It's funny because I don't have any of that, but my sister has a lot of that. My older sister. So there is some of that in the blood. I don't know if it's blood related, but you know, if it is, there could be some of that.
To think that once I could not see beyond.
Yeah, I was pretty off there. Ooh. Tempted to reset, not gonna lie. That Ragnarok song at the beginning, it's no coincidence. I've been playing Ragnarok these days. I just had the itch to come back, at least for a little bit. Just missed it. Like every 2 or 3 years I missed it. Usually it doesn't last more than a month or so. And I have an account on a very stable private server. It has like more than... How many years does he have? It's just more than a decade for sure. And it seems pretty stable, so I can always just go back.
I cannot say what was the true beginning, nor am I.
I'm muted. I wonder how much I was muted. It might have been when I split. It is dangerous to have the mute button so close to the split button, but also I just don't know where else to put it. Because it has to be a key that's handy, but also that I wouldn't accidentally press when doing something else. But for me that means putting it in the numpad, but that's where all the split stuff is. I've also been playing bass every day. I haven't been recording every day, although I recorded one bass line. And to record another one that I have ready, but I haven't found like a good moment to record it. good to have some of those old lines in better quality. Also been transcribing some of them to Guitar Pro, so I never forget them. It's gonna become harder and harder to transcribe them. Like I've been doing it on increasing difficulty, like the easy lines. I haven't got to the hard ones yet. Although there are a couple of hard ones that I never forget. Okay. Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I think some of the timing got screwed. And I guess this skeleton activated the trap. Got a single skeleton here. Expect 3 to 4 time loss. Really, it's just not that much. How? Just 2? Felt like more. Bad slide.
From my research, it is apparent that the endeavor...
Get one light. There's still sunlight, but we're getting to dusk.
Oh my God, what is it?
Slowly.
This is devil's work. We should get out of here.
You have proven what we have feared the most.
Also, since I've been messing with the recording, I had a sound table. But that also means I've been disconnecting the mic. And those things. I hope my audio is fine. It's gonna suck because I don't know, I won't actually know if my audio is fine till like 1 hour of streaming, if I'm lucky. Just get return from your audio. No. That turns me crazy. I literally go insane if I have return of my voice in my phones. My brain cannot handle it. This room right here is the first place where this run looks different than any percent. Everything before this room is the exact same, I believe. No, actually there's one difference. Which is getting an extra piece of urn piece. So I lied to you. I'm a liar.
So, you have come to return
My what? Pretty good. You suck. I was looking close to a goal before that. But the goal might have a good sanity effect, so I don't require the enchant, so I'm not sure. It's funny, the other day someone asked me if having 1,000 followers was a big deal or not.
Modern psychology of
Because they were seeing my Twitch channel for the first time. And they were unfamiliar with Twitch in general. And even though it looks like a big number, and I would love to have that amount in YouTube, for instance, like that amount of subs will allow me to monetize probably. In Twitch, it's pretty much meaningless. I even seen accounts with like several thousand followers, but so many of those accounts don't exist or either inactive or just watch other people or whatever. Like, imagine if actually 1,000 people will get a notification every time I stream. That would be insane. Too good to be true. And move. Oh my god. I have no idea what that didn't work. Well, we got a good sanity effect, so.
This isn't really happening.
Also, has it been like 4 months since my last record on this category? That same person said something like that. And I haven't checked the date, but 4 months feels like a little bit too much. Yeah, like that's my last YouTube video. Took it slow there, but prefer that than just failing that. Take it slow. One, two. I think my camera is doing a lot of focus. Might need to switch to the other light if I had more time. Good. This might be lag. I don't know, it just feels like lag. Okay, somehow not. Thanks. Pretty good.
Curry.
Stella, how's it going? You bought Silent Hill F. Press F for Silent Hill. Is it good? I had been in the background playing it for a little bit.
I will not argue that I was shocked by the sudden mention.
Oh my god, I got stuck. When I was listening to it in the background, I could have sworn I know the voice actors from some anime. Like they sounded a lot like I couldn't quite pinpoint the characters, but I'm curious.
Oh, that's extraordinary.
A little bit of self suck. Combat is pretty ouch. That sucks a little bit. I mean, Silent Hill is not known for their amazing combat, is it? But I guess if you compare to... I guess it depends on what you're comparing to. Either the old ones or like the modern ones. Or just modern horror gaming in general. Yeah, I wasn't sure it was dead.
Oh, that's extraordinary.
A lot of force combat, I see. Story alright. Puzzles, eh. This lady is problematic. like pretty late, but whatever. There's definitely a limit of where I should be casting that, but I was supposed to do the examine first.
How fantastic.
I'm adding a lot of time loss on micro mistakes. Sucks. Are you fucking serious, dude? It's the second time that happens. I hate it. No, it's not just micro yeah, whatever. Not just micro mistakes.
Fabulous.
It's not micro anymore. That's like small. Even towards medium. Thing is, I have a possible time save here. The chances are we are even, but I'm not sure. Far away. Fast teleport, but far away. And I got hit. Oh boy, that's so much. What the fuck? Painful. Shields. We make 3 shields. We never used 3 shields. But we make them. We make the pants. That's just so the game doesn't make it for us. In chapter 7. It takes forever.
The ancients' influence was incredible. From
I might regret that. Think of a good luck. I have no idea how I got caught there. Yeah, the experienced viewer knows that the run reaching a reset point in a couple minutes. Maybe less than a minute. The unexperienced viewer doesn't know what is going on. Am I gonna explain it? No. No, fuck the viewers. You can see it by yourself. It's right here. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't need to do a free cast there. And see, bleeding walls. Okay, we got it. The run's not dead. Self-explanatory. If I clip that, the run keeps going. If I don't clip there, the run's over. Or if you clip and then fall or bounce, it can be over as well. There's no recovery from there. Whereas if you don't clip, technically you can finish a run. It will only cost you like a minute. So you need to go back to glitchless strats. But from an awkward position. So it's over if you are a average speedrunner. Up to 2. It's actually not enough. Which zombie is gonna survive? Is the third one? You survive. The gear is here, that means I need to open the door. Mara. You're loud. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna open the door for you.
This isn't really happening.
Yo! Stella, let's go. Can't quite see how many aeons is yet. No many streaky here. Fuck the viewers, nice. 5 aeons, thank you so much. I'm overcome with emotion. Bro, skip one money here. What? That almost got me. Whatever. Yeah, after triggering an attack there on the zombie, sometimes its arm gets caught on the blade. That's why I try to trigger it. It's kind of random. That's pretty good, Chad. I love when the... Right? You missed it? It was a volume sanity effect. You love when you get that because that means you got a good sanity effect. It loses exactly 0 seconds. It might lose a frame of lag or something like that at worst. But it's good because that means I have a free minute without other sanity effects. So I don't have to do manips here. I missed what he said. Oh, it's because the volume was lowering, so. Can't do anything about that. It's diegetic. Okay, I'm gonna go for manips here instead of no my message. I have a ton of magic. Yeah, another one here. Ray's just sleeping in the floor. We got to the more hot days, so... Black bars. Okay, that felt good. Yeah, makes sense. The cancel summon is to skip the sequel sanity effect. The thing can activate from Kareem. It's kind of a 50-50, whether you get it or not. It might be more than a 50-50. It's probably more. Or maybe, I think the one in Kareem might be fixed. And then after that, it might be a 50-50. I don't remember. But only if you have less than 50% sanity when you finish a chapter. Otherwise, you never see it. And it's a big time loss if you get it. It's like 7 seconds, I think.
You are not free to leave this plane.
Attack pool.
In Europe, during the time of the Inquisition,
The easiest way to avoid it, and sort of the glitchless way to do it, is just cast a spell. Any spell that is not recovery will cancel it. Recovery will also cancel it, but you will lose your explosion because you will see an instant explosion because the game will trigger that instead of the sequel. So you just can't explode immediately before the recovery is even like done. So you don't want to do it like that. You can also cancel a spell. I think that might work. Maybe?
Brother Luther, not a moment too soon.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, I think I counted too much. I think I finally remember the... the angle for the first part, which I have been missing on the last rounds. Get air. What are you doing on my sound table? Jumper. Bad monk RNG. Oh yeah. Brain fart. Big brain fart. Gonna lose time because of that. I'm gonna lose a lot here, in fact. The bell cutscene was slow as well. Right, I actually expected more than that, but thanks. Go up. That's an attack, right? Good. My round. Good shot. Where are my bleeding walls? There you go. Please don't drop my stuff. Oh, you're close to dropping in, Gar. It's scary. Whatever. I was so up there. Yeah, I tend to kill that zombie because of the body blocking. It's like worth it on average. I forgot to do it this time. Custodian has log off. Shields. Zombie dispel. Need to sneeze. Yep. There's the body block. I don't know where I am. I don't like that. Sucks. How did my camera got so stuck? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. It's gonna be a massive time loss. It's like 10 seconds. 10 seconds for trying to save one. That's why sometimes I think just never doing the trapper. Because it's tricky. I have no idea why the camera didn't work. And now I get bad bone thieves. Like, how do you even miss the first shot? The fuck? It's gonna be very painful. Sucks because if I play good, I can be like minus 30 here. That's my age. Minus 30. Actually, hopefully it's not that, because that means I'm gonna die in like 30 years. So hopefully I am not minus 30. Depends whether you believe in reincarnation, I guess. Okay, I guess I had a time save there as well, but still bad. Because that means I could be saving time. I didn't pay attention to my sanity, so I'm gonna do manips. Like, I think I heard a bell, which means low sanity. It's not guaranteed that you will get low or high sanity at the end of wall, which kind of sucks. It's not that big of a deal because doing manips is just easy, but if you would have consistently high sanity,
Much
it
has
would be
been
nice.
written about the exploits of conquerors.
Less things to worry about. Amazing stamina. So that happens when you correctly assess every transition correctly, and I'm good at that. I'm good at transitioning, chat. The room transitions, that is. You know, like punch the correct ladders and all that sort of stuff. The casual player doesn't punch any door. The naive player punches every door. And then the more experienced player knows exactly which ones to punch. And it's not all of them. I think Roberto is probably the place in the game where it's like probably the most important. Like, you can actually see the difference. Like there, for example, like I think I fucked up. I don't remember if it matters that much here. It matters a little bit. But the turnaround is almost instant. I don't remember. Actually, don't remember if I need to. I totally forgot if I need to freecast that. I don't think I do. Let's hope the dropper exploded. It didn't. That's because I'm doing 2 speed storages instead of 1. 1 is optimal, but it's scary. With 1, you're almost always guaranteed to make it explode at the last frame. But it can also explode at, like, nowhere close to the last frame. And that can be dangerous. Good. And that's why I tend to go for 2 instead. Which almost never makes the dropper explode. So it's definitely slower on the way back, but still safer. Good. That's what happened last time, I think. Probably how I missed it. Two, three. Four. There we go, out of bounds to go around the wall. Out of camera, there is a hole in collision. It's a big hole. An entire wall that doesn't have collision, but you can only get there if you have zombie hover. Which we do, by the way. Zombie hover is what we got when we got not killed by the Smasher. The Smasher always gives that property to you. But it usually kills you as well, right? So if you can get to the Smasher and not die, you will get that benefit. The weird state we have right now with Roberto. I can only gain height, but I cannot lose it. Right now he's hovering a little bit there. He also cannot interact collision-wise with enemies anymore. You see me just going through enemies because of that. Saves a lot of time. Right here, we're gonna go straight through the horror, for example. And then we're gonna nudge here. Can only do that with zombie horror. Yeah, I'll do it from time to time. So those 4, 2 of those are probably the extra... what is it? The extra free gas, and the other 2 are... micro stuff, I would assume. Because I think my Roberta was a gold. Maybe some of the trappers.
The war to end all wars redefined how mankind...
Oh yeah, my shield assign was kind of slow too. Looks good. Nice. So I should have bleeding walls here. Way off on an angle. Maramau. Do I see any bleeding walls? Okay, there are bleeding walls. Pretty good. Oh, that was correct. Oops. That was May attack. Not bad, I've seen better, but not bad. I always feel like I'm missing something. Because you do less spells in any percent. I hope the delay is enough. Okay, it's fine. A little wacky, but I did it again where I grabbed the sheet before the spell. You're supposed to do the spell before the sheet. It's not that big of a deal, you can adapt to it, but not ideal. It's actually, you could say it's the beginner strat to do it like that as well. Yeah, it's my signature move. It's not a Pandora speedrun if it doesn't have that. Grab this. I've lost rounds because I don't grab that. So I need to get everything in hand. Well, not everything. Everything that stays in the inventory. It's the OOT criteria that we use. Two-edged sword, for example, doesn't stay in the inventory in this chapter, so I don't care about that. No idea where I'm losing all that much time. Maybe just worst menu could be. Those books have the longest text in this game. So it's actually one of the few items where it's worth it to do the scroll trick. And it is actually noticeably faster, even RTA, than to read the whole thing. Visible pool. I don't need to pause there. Forgetting. Big game, how's it going? So the cue for summoning there is when you hear the meat sound. Not used to save on this one, but it's fine. We'll adapt later. The meat sound that the vampire does on the pillar. $34, 50 or so. Maybe 49. Okay. need to time my pull there. I have to wait about like 15 seconds or so after I reach the door. I haven't reloaded. Reload now. You suck. You get the one shot. It's alright. I think my PV also got didn't get the one-shot kill. They got me. Both got me, in fact. There isn't enough space to squeeze there, but it's tricky. I'm gonna leave here and come back. That's to cancel the damage field that the Guardian is casting. Eighth. Do I save on top? I could change it later. No, I'm not gonna save on top. Like my muscle memory, I don't want to alter that, even if I lose a tiny bit of time. It's less than a second. one thing that is tricky about this run is, you know, Edward Enga is pretty long and pretty simple. You're not thinking a whole lot about what you have to do, so you have a lot of time to like reflect. But the bad part about that is you're constantly like reminded. You're just thinking about what's happening after it. And it's arguably the hardest trick in the run. And you only gonna know if the run will leave or not after you complete that work. So it kinda sucks a little bit. It's anxiety nerving, I would say. Drink it. Five. Yeah, hitting the cells here is way harder than on any percent. The camera is slightly different. I think it's because of the trapper. The horror is dead. Kill each other. One is whole, right? Where's the drop? Okay, I saw the green one. I wonder if that's the one I should pay attention to. Is there anything here? Yeah, I think that's it because I don't see anything here. I think this is the only alignment where the two horrors don't die immediately. I believe in the other alignments, by the time you get to number one of them is already dead. Or it dies right before you get between the two. Whereas here you kind of have to walk between them. And you are gambling for no double arm attack. Or you're going around, but that's slower. I might need a tiny bit of sneak. Let's see. One. switch save slots. I'm going around. Last one, 7. So that save file is for later. Well, we're gonna use it in a little bit, but not that later. But I got a flag here that terminates Enga on Edward. That exact same flag, it's gonna get like now it's turned off when you finish Edward. But that same flag controls the last portal to Pious fight on Alex Enga. So if we can get a way to recover that somehow, then we can skip the full Enga section on Alex. And that's what we're gonna attempt to do now, and it's one of the hardest tricks in the run. Shotgun. We're not gonna use it, but it's required for Hando. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's over. It's over. Where's my beep rom? The fuck? How? Okay, now it's over. Because when I say it was over, it was actually not over. It was just not the PV I want. But now it's over. Like, now I'm behind. Oh, life sucks. Unless I got it second try. I don't think so, though. That'll be really weird. I don't understand why my BPROM doesn't exist. Yeah, there's something about my save. Fucking game. Why do you hate me so much?
Wherever disaster and death lurk, there is like...
That's incredible. Like, that was like... What was that? That wasn't 4th try, was it? Was it 3rd? Did I got, like, 3rd try as well in the run? I might be getting my runs mixed. Because every time I don't land 1st try, it still feels like I'm not losing that much time. Where's the dropper? Oh my god, what the fuck is your problem? Like, that's my ladder, I need to use that. What the hell? They claimed the ladder. Imagine if that happens on 80%, you're a little bit screwed. You need to find like a good angle to hit the trigger without hitting the trapper. I'm glad this is not 80% right now. View. Hello? Mental. 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 That's what I missed in Peter. Look at that. I actually did miss something. Missed 7 dispel. I wonder if I did like 7 attack instead, or just maybe reveal twice, because I remember doing something that it wasn't in that position, like close to Netflix. Or maybe I'm crazy. Angle. I should just press B there. Shields. Shields bind. Nice arm. It's an okay, Michael. Maybe I'm tight. Wait, why am I this behind? I didn't feel like it was that bad. The fuck? Oh, no, no, no. No, I had to make a spell. Yeah, no, that's really bad. So I would have lost a bunch of time, in fact. If this was the run. I would have still lost minimum 10 seconds to making the spell and me realizing that and having to adapt. But it still would have been a pretty good run. Such. Yeah, I was supposed to unequip the shotgun on the page pause when reading Michael. It's fine. So I won't be able to attack doors here. You can do it, but it's extremely hard if you are a human. For TIS, it's no problem, but. I didn't finish it? You stuck, dude. No, I don't want to pick up. I think I need to go down. Normally, right? Like, I'm pretty sure it's completed. I had my life. It's fine. I don't give a shit about this run. I should really adjust better. When I see I have a bad adjustment. Yeah, okay. When I see I have a bad adjustment adjustment. In the puzzle, I should not start the summon immediately. It's really a bad idea. I'm going to equip the sword on the dispel. But yeah, now I'm losing another 20 seconds or so. Hello? I didn't grab the thingy? Oh my god! You can see I give zero shit about this. I got a Mandora card. That. There goes a minute then. Oh my god. Frey is outside. She wants to get out, get in. I even been thinking on sometimes getting that earlier. I don't think I've ever missed any in a run. This is it's probably the first time. Okay, it might be the second time. But I don't know if I ever missed it in a run that actually matters. What I'm trying to say. So if this game ever gets ported to Switch 2, you know, Nintendo Online stuff, then we might be able to use the shotgun in this category. On the last phase of Pius. Because it looks like Dolphin is not crouching in most tricks. What we've seen from... Oh, okay, let's use this pause, in fact. What we've seen from, like, Wind Waker speedrunning and such. And that would save... How much? Like 10 seconds, maybe? And on 80% it's a lot more. On 80% you use the shotgun, but in order to use it, you have to do a bunch of stuff. Gain extra bullets, and like you have to duplicate bullets. It's not exactly duplicating, but it's like splitting bullets, I guess. More. You're kidding. You're fucking kidding, dude. I hate when you get good artifacts. 100%. Enchanted Gladius. So stupid. Hey, you Max. I'm so glad this is not a good run. This land. too close. Shields.
That's the ticket.
Bad. Not even a 53. I tried to grab carrot. You don't want it. Sorry, Gary. You moved too fast.
It is finally over, my dear.
Where you at?
The Ancients' plans are finished.
Just warped.
For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time.
There's so little time and so much to do. Wait. Oh shit. Oh shit. I wanted to reset that. Instead I saved the new splits. Oh my god, no. Oh, everything's wrong. Fuck, now I need to recover my other splits. I don't have bug ups. Like what? I watched my previous run. That's what I have to do. Nobody. Oh, that's so stupid. That is actually so stupid. Why do you even have that option? Like, what's the benefit of that? Why would anyone would want to do that at all? I know I had a problem. Are you sure you have to do it? But that's the thing. It just shouldn't be an option. It's like on YouTube there is this option. YouTube allows you to erase all your videos. And Mutagen at some point got in trouble because for some reason one of his editors decided to erase all of his videos. Or something like that. Mental. I don't actually remember if he ever got them back because I think they're not completely erased. Like maybe you can recover them from if you actually email YouTube or something like that. But that sounds scary. Like a button like that should not exist. It's not a scenario like, oh, are you sure you want to do this? No, it just shouldn't exist. Like nukes. You say, oh, but nukes are fine if you'd never used them. But they can be used by accident. It should just not exist. That's why you don't hand a weapon to a child. The war. I have to manually get my splits. This is so stupid. I hit my. Which time is that? There. Okay. So we're gonna give this one. That's that. Adding 1 second. don't think it matters. Probably doesn't. Oh, and I'm getting like 2 goals from this too. Oh my god, I hate this life. I hate my life, Chad. I hate it. Cat. Okay. Now this is what makes my life better. This is what keeps me living. It's her. Yeah, she's hitting the desk. She's petting herself with the desk right now. That's what she's doing. Looking for a good angle. That's not a good angle, girl. Like you should like turn around like 180. Your weight, this weight should be here. You silly. Okay, I'm gonna keep the 10, the 29. Let's turn that into a 25. I don't know, 26 maybe. Why is that a gold? Like, why does that turn into a gold? I hate it. I hate it, Chad. I hate it. It's like the AI button on Google. It's not even a button, but you know, it just should not be a thing. It should not be an option. I shouldn't even have to opt out of it. It just should not be an option. Okay, so from the goal, it gets to a 26. I mean, that's better. I would take a 27. Why not? And then my run is at 16:05. Good. My leg. I had no idea. I thought such. You need to have. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the good move, girl. Otherwise, it's impossible. That's a good angle. Better. I'm adjusting my splits, by the way. Chat, did you know? Did you know that it's gonna be 10 years since my very first speedrun, recorded speedrun? It was not a record, by the way, but it was my first recorded speedrun. It was second place of Hocus Pocus episode 1. My first YouTube video as well. Tomorrow is 26th of September. Mental. 10 years, Chad. Okay, we got a 24-24 here. There's a 31-51. $38.47. $46.09. No. Bounce a little bit. Ah. Okay, 46.17. Really? What? It's like so bad. Wait, what? That can't be right. Like 30 seconds save here? That doesn't make any sense. Now my best segment is fucked. Ugh. Chad. Ugh. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Like, I need to save my best and probably just make this from scratch. I can't believe I put save the new run as my current splits. I just can't believe, I literally cannot believe that it's even an option on live split. Yeah, let's make that self-destruct button. Oh, that's such a great idea. What were you going to do there in the first place? It actually turned me off a little bit. I had some energy for another run, but I'm not gonna do another one. Because I don't have splits now. Not necessary. You don't need them to run. They're not needed. But where is this? Here. It's the gear. Chugis. Chungi lugis. Chungi drugis. Not a spider, right? No, it's a moth. Okay. Good. Oh, it has filters? Yes, he has filters. Just take a look at this. This is my first speedrun, right here. Again, not a world record. This one was very good, but there's still room for improvement. I would say at least 10 seconds. The world record back then, when I made this run, was 15:15, I think, by Bismuth. You know, the guy from Bismuth? The guy that makes speedrun, like, documentaries and explaining videos? That guy. My first record, I took it from him. This is so old. It's also glitchless, I think. No mic, no camera. Here's YouTube video. Flashing lights, warning, I guess, because Hocus Pocus DOS game. Yeah, you're gonna see that every time there is a... Every time we grab a crystal. Yeah, my movement sucks. There's no buffer jumps. Later on we got buffer jumps. You can just hold jump and you're gonna jump frame 1 of landing. We used to have to do matching there, actually, before we discovered bonus glitch. Now we get a rapid shot. It doesn't matter. Also matching here. The rapid shot lasts until these ones. On current runs. That used to be a big thing as well. Now it is crazy. I have 44 attempts. Look at that. Before I decided to upload anything. Look at that. It's a short run, of course, but still. There's a better strat there. It throws me back in 2015. So again, this is not my first world record, it's just my first video. And also, so the other day I was talking about I've done more than 100 records at this point in my speedrun career. In that list, I'm actually not counting stuff like this. Even though this one in particular, it is kind of important because it got competitive at some point. I'm still not counting it because it's sort of individual levels. It's individual chapters, but the game has 4 chapters. And we do have full, like, all chapters categories. So I'm only counting the all chapter ones for that 100 list. Because otherwise, if I count all my individual levels on this game, which by the way are not individual levels but are individual chapters, I've never done an individual just level, one level speedruns, never. But again, the single chapter categories, chapter 1 was sort of competitive at some point. And chapter 2 has, like, I think 2 or 3 runners historically. Never competitive, but it has more than 1 runner. And then all the others have with just 1 runner, so. And that would add up, like, I'm gonna guess, like, at least 40 records historically, but probably more than that. It's gotta be more than that, in fact. If I'm counting all of them. I'm not counting the current records, like, it's not, but the amount of records, it's, like, that has been done, you know? Like, out of that 100 list of records that I've done historically, it's about 20 categories, I think. Or was it like 16? So if you say like current records that I'm holding on those categories, like about 20. That's an average of like 5 PVs per category, which is not that great, but the thing is, some of them, those categories are much more like developed than others. So for instance, I've only done a couple ultimate any percent Highway Heaven, but I've done dozens of any percent normal. And with this game, it's the same, like normal a lot more than moderate and hard. But yeah, so this is a very old video. If we go oldest, no, video oldest. So I told you so 1550 was the record back then, and my next video, this was my first record. It's a record by 3 seconds. And this is... Oh, I guess, is that the same day? Wait, what? Wait, that's weird. Why would I upload 2 things the same day? That's really weird. Oh, you know what, chat? Is this like too old and like YouTube is just putting them together? That's weird. Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Like maybe one like early and then another later. There's gotta be at least 1 day of difference, but I'm guessing it could be like Chile time, you know? Like I got one the previous day, and then the other one like earlier the next day, but in non-Chile time, that looks like the same day, but there's no way I'll upload both in the same day. That doesn't make any sense. Mental. And then there's some moderate shit. And it's just a lot of Hocus Pocus. A lot of Hocus Pocus before I started doing anything else. And I'm working on something right now. I'm working on a compilation video. So these are the records I've done. And you can see the amount per year and stuff like that. See, in 2015. So again, the one I showed, for example, is not on this list because it's a single episode. But I did an all episodes on 2015, like just at the end of 2015. So it took me like 3 months to like go from doing all the single episodes into getting comfortable and finally doing on all episodes. That's the one record I got back then. So if we're talking about an anniversary of this more, I don't know if important records you could say, although it's less competitive technically, but you know, it's a full category. It'll be December this year and not tomorrow, but still. And this 2017, this one is a little weird because So the Jaeger fight, my fucking infamous Jaeger fight speedrun, which is to this day, I think is my second most viewed video in the channel. It used to be the first for a while, but I think the Alt Combos Discover from Ivory Heaven just bopped it maybe last year or 2 years ago, I don't remember. But yeah, 11K. But which, by the way, it's actually hard to find. I think the YouTube. These are your real fans. Yeah, no, it's mental. YouTube, it's doing the weird shit. I heard from a lot of content creators that YouTube has been very weird with algorithm lately. And actually, this video kind of got stuck on 100,000. It's been there for a while. And I think it's like shadow ban or something. Actually, I went and changed some of the tags because I actually had the hentai tag here, in case, back then. But I got rid of it. And I put like 18 plus, and I might even get rid of this shit. Because I tried to look for it and it just doesn't show up. It just doesn't show up. You instead get, you know, there's this other person, Funk Tiger, has done like 1 million videos of this, like on 2019, like 4 years ago. It's like the soundtrack, which is very compressed, by the way. One day I kind of uploaded myself because it has a decent soundtrack, in fact. And you see, there's like 1 million videos from like random people. Now this is not that random. Like 17 years ago, that's, you know, that's way older than me. So that's good. But my video just doesn't show up. It just literally doesn't show up, and it is probably. I'm just gonna go. Okay, it's not. No, 54K, 16K. Okay, so it's not the most viewed one, but it's up there. It is up there with 11K, but it just doesn't show up. And even if I put speedrun, it doesn't show up. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? YouTube is so stupid. What is this Rousey? What the fuck is that thumbnail? I think I had to put all stages, or maybe even that doesn't show. Look, I'm putting like almost the full name, and it's still not showing. Absolutely insane. Even if I put the time, still not showing. Here, finally, I put almost the entire like thing, and just now it shows up. I don't get it. Maybe it's the thumbnail. I don't know. What the hell is this game? This is a hentai game, but it's. I don't speedrun it for the hentai content. It's actually like a mildly decent, like, short RPG game. Like there's like a bunch of stages, and you start with one girl, and you make them fight. And it's basically like a turn-based RPG. It's just like the fights, you know, nothing else. And so, at first, you get access to every stage immediately, but you can't beat any of them. You can only beat the first one, because you only have one girl. She's not that strong. So you beat the first one, and then you unlock that girl as well. And then you can use that one as well. And so that's how you get progression. And use every like stage is a little bit of a puzzle, like an actual RPG puzzle, just like your regular RPG. There's nothing hentai on that. The hentai portion of the game is that every time you beat a stage, the game gives you a CG in the gallery related to that stage. That's it. And also some like micro cutscenes at the beginning of fights, show like random slideshows of doujinshis from the company that made the game. They're really fast. Most of the time, it's just like a nipple, maybe. But a lot of them are actually just ecchi at best, not even hentai. And that's the only reason why I'm probably not allowed to speedrun this on Twitch. It's just those tiny cutscenes. Because I'm not showing the CGs. There's no reason to show the CGs. Cause I mean, like I don't even play the game for those. The game was just fun. I remember when I played when I was young, it was like, it is actually fine to solve these fights. And speedrun wise, it was the same. It's just fun for me. So the thing is, I'm pretty sure I didn't do this here in 2017. This is just when I uploaded. Okay, the gear is got bored. Even says, I think it says on the disclaimer. So, yeah, uploading really old stuff I found in my speedrun folder. So my guess is that I did this on 2016. Maybe even 15. But I don't have a way to, like, I actually don't remember. So I'm just counting this date because it's the date where it got, published. Like, For the World is not official until it's public, right? So because of that, I don't have any full game speedruns in 2016. Although I have a lot of, like, single episodes of Hocus Pocus. But no, like, all episodes or anything like that. And I started Heavy Heaven on 2017. And so that technically gives me like 3 on this year. And then 2018, I believe, was my most active year. One of these is different. I had to change one of these because I have one of these here for a mistake. I had to change one for 2022. So 16 and 22. So 2018, in terms of world records, is my most active year. But it's mostly because everything is so new. And so I have 3 games to milk from. Hocus Pocus, Hyrule Heaven, Lost Vikings. And everything is new and everything is interesting. And I think also back then, maybe it was like easier for me to stream. I want to say there were less problems in my life, maybe. That said, look at this shit on 2019. It's full dedicated to Eternal. And the thing is, being a longer run is not really an excuse because Hyrule Heaven is longer. But I think it's the novelty of so many new games. Whereas in 2019, I only have 1 new game, right? And then it's like, okay, on 2021, I dedicated myself to Lost Vikings finally. 2020 was also just heavy Eternal Darkness. Honorable mention to Mario and Luigi. I got a single record there. And it took me a while, and I actually beat it. I believe I beat it just by frames. I don't remember how much the Cibardo run was. If it also was a 29. Like maybe a higher 29 might have been. So this is barely a record, and it is counted there, by the way. It is frame counted and also auto splitted. So the auto split, you know, it's there, but if you don't believe the auto split, it is frame counted as well from first frame, and because of that, we have to put the frames, like the Q frames. We have to decide on the specific Q frames to decide this kind of stuff. It wasn't a worker for just one frame, but it you know, for scrutiny, we still needed to decide that. So yeah, 2021 was the big Lost Vikings year. It's not the only one. 2022 as well with special moves. But this was like, I would say my first breakthroughs with Lost Vikings, because before this, yeah, there's 3 Lost Vikings any percents, but these are ass. This is really bad. It's the first finish run ever. On any percent, not on special moves, by the way. TJP got a special moves way before, like in 2016 maybe, or maybe even 2014. I don't remember. Omega bad run, 205. Omega bad run, but still PV technically. 149, the first like decent run, I guess. And then I left there, and then I optimized it here, as you can see. Much better. Make it bigger. And so 2021, there's some Eternal Darkness eventually, because this is when we got CS. Yeah, that's when we got CS, and 2020, it's when we got Freecast. And that's why there's a bunch of Eternal Darkness. Yeah, and here is cutscene storage. There's also a bunch of Eternal Darkness. And then 2022, special moves. A little comeback to Hybrid Heaven. And then you can see how it decreases, of course. 2023, the big, and 2024, both. It was just Advance Wars. Not pretty much, but just Advance Wars. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure I think I attempted a little bit of Eternal, but I left it immediately. Probably because, I'm guessing because Crazy Dan discovered Manips, maybe. While I was on New Zealand. I was in New Zealand for 3 weeks. And I think it was maybe after the first week traveling that Crazy Dan uploads new record, destroys my record. Which one? This one. So you see there's a big jump here. 119, 111. What's going on there? Well, Crazy Dan discovers Manips. So log manipulation. Now we can predict everything, or almost everything. And so makes a run, super scuff run, but just finishes it. It's a 117. Demolish my record. Does another run, way less scuff. This one is actually good. 112 something. And that stood as the record for like a month, I think, maybe. Why so much? Because first I was in New Zealand. I had my notebook, so I actually practiced there. I couldn't stream, but I practiced the run during my vacation. And then just on my free time. I didn't do it, instead of traveling. But I did have some free time, because it was 3 weeks is a lot of time. At least for me. Like I can't travel every single day on a long vacation like that. I just don't work like that. And then when I came back, I didn't do a run immediately. but I also did some digging into better manips and stuff. It also took me a while to get a good run because it's not that easy to get used to it. And then I got the record back. Speedrunner plays video games instead of enjoying vacation. No, I enjoy it. Totally enjoy it. But there was days where I just had nothing to do. 3 weeks is too much. And I was with family and stuff. So a lot of the days during the night, I literally had nothing to do. And so I would put my notebook and I would play in the bad notebook like keyboard, because that was my old notebook, not my gamer notebook I have now. That it would have been better, but it was the other notebook, I believe. And I'm lucky that I actually brought it. I remember I brought it especially because I thought 3 weeks is too much, and I want some sort of connection with the world, because otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. And my cell phone back then didn't have a lot of battery. Like, if you would like start filming a video and it will turn off immediately. So it was not a great connection. So the notebook fucking saved me. Yeah, and so 2023 full Advance Wars, 2024 full Advance Wars, but also like specifically a lot of all missions. And also during this year, it's not just speed runs, like not just, finishing runs and stuff, like running, but also I did tons of fucking digging for well, of course, a lot of the all missions was done by Crazy Dan. I helped with that. But I think Dan did most of the work. I mostly did optimizations and some different ideas. But I work a lot on Hard Campaign and War Room. But I never got to do those runs, because Hard Campaign is like 99% ready, because there's one stupid level that I just cannot figure out. And I could play casually, but it's so like cursed, and that kind of stopped me. And it's also like I have to commit a ton of practice for Hard Campaign. It's a really hard run, and it's rough. So that would probably take me like an entire month of just practice to just finish runs. That's my guess. So I never committed to that, but I finished the full routing technically, or 99% of it. And for War Room, I think I did like 50% of it, maybe. Maybe less, maybe more, I'm not sure. And the idea is I wanted to do all those things to maybe eventually do all gold menus, which I think is a milestone category, kind of like what we did this year with Eternal. With the 20%, and what I'm probably gonna do on October with Trujando. If I can get a record, because I want to do one alignment before I commit to that, but the game's beating me up. And then 2025, present time. It's been just Eternal Darkness, and I was thinking why it's been only Eternal Darkness, and the reason is because I spent a lot of this year doing casual and Dark Anima, like NSG. I spent a lot of time doing that. Some people will wonder why the big gap between AW2 and ED. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, look at this. It's so massive. More than a year, in fact. And so I just gave you spoilers. is because of dark anima, for casual, for lack of motivation as well. And also a lot of these months, all of these, like a lot of these months on 2024 are just me routing a hard campaign. It's like routing hard campaign and routing war room. And like I wanted, I think maybe at the end of 2024 or somewhere late 2024, I probably wanted to make a run, but I just kind of got burnout because the routing was so much. And I was just getting out of, the all missions grind, which my last all missions record is really good, by the way. And then immediately after that, I jumped back into any percent because all of the all missions grind, like, it made me so much better at the game that I felt like I could come back to any percent and just beat the game without doing any optimizations. Just because I'm better, like my hands are better at the game, and I was right. And I cut like 40 seconds because of that. And I was so happy with that. This run is also really good. These are like fucking good records, I would say. I'm very, very proud of my Advanced Wars 2. In this list, there are a lot of records I'm proud of, and there are records I'm not proud at all. Like for example, my Lost Vikings any percent. My last one. So I'm proud of my special moves. I'm grinding that, but my any percent, this one. This 15, this is not a great run. It's just that this category is so hard. It's so hard, and you have to full commit full time to it. I cannot do anything else apart from that because it just demands so much in your mental space. There's just too many. There's too many strats. There's too many muscle memory. There's too many backup strats that you need to account for because there's RNG everywhere. It's rough on the hands too. So yeah, like, but I'm not. I mean, I am proud of it, of course, because it's a record. But what I mean is not an optimized run at all. It might be one of my fewest optimized, among with the less important ones, like all episodes, like hard, all episodes moderate, the any percent hard, any percent ultimates of Hyrule Heaven, stuff like that. Those are not optimized at all. Like a lot of those is like I did 1 or 2 runs. Another thing I did at some point was I routed Hyrule Heaven 100% hard, and I never finished a run. I did a bunch of attempts, and then I lost motivation because I think I got like 2 viewers. And like frame 1, I stopped doing it and I started running something else. I don't remember when this was, but it wasn't too long ago. It might have been like 2022 or maybe even 3. I don't remember. I can see it on my bot archive, but there was a short period where I committed to that, and I remember I quit it because it was really hard. The route is done, by the way. I could do it one day, although it's gonna take me again a couple weeks to get used to it. But I quit, and immediately after that, everyone was saying like, "Oh, why is Pandora not speedrunning Hyrule Heaven?" And I'm like, "What? That's not how it works. It's not how it works. You're supposed to support what happens." No one was there, so I quit because I lost motivation. You can't ask after I quit. What the fuck? But yeah, hopefully the dream would be to expand this. Hopefully before 2025 ends, I would love to get another hand 1 alignment. A 150 or a 49. 49 is the dream. I'm fine with a 150, but we'll see. And after that, I want to do a true handle. So I feel like I can add at least 2 more world records before the year ends. Most likely. And yes, I am counting the true endings because these are important. These are important. These are massive categories. I don't consider this misc. I consider them milestone categories. It's categories that not a lot of people do, but they are. I think they're important for history. Unlike misc stuff. Like I'm not counting challenge runs, for instance. I'm not counting low spell, for instance, or glitchless, because that's misc. Yeah, and I'm making a highlight reel of it. I'm not putting too much effort into it. It's a little bit low effort, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because it's mostly just the end of every run. I'm not gonna watch every run because look at this. If you add all these times, I mean it's 100 runs, and most runs are over. Like on average, there's just a couple runs below an hour. Still Hocus Pocus, Jaeger fight. But then there's a lot of 2 hours. So this gotta be average an hour and a half to an hour 20. That's more than 100, like 120 hours. I'm not gonna watch that. So I'm just cutting like the final moments of every run, and I want to put them together on like compilation. Because this is kind of important to me. Like I actually didn't realize until I did this. I was like thinking, it just bugged me one day. Like, dude, it's gonna be 10 years, 10 years of speedrunning. And then I did the document, and I'm like, dude, that's 100 records. What the fuck? That's a lot. Mental. And there's still stuff I haven't done yet. Hybrid, in particular, lots of categories that don't have a run because I just couldn't finish it. I actually tried back then. I tried to do no items ultimate, and I just couldn't because it's too hard. And the main reason is because in-game time, and you are not allowed to die. Any Lost Vikings 2 in the future? I actually thought about it. Reviewing all of these, I've been thinking about everything. I will probably play it at some point. Not really thinking on the near future, but there is stuff I want to do on Lost Vikings. Like I want to have a better any percent. I want to have an any percent that I'm proud of. But it's hard to commit because it's hard on the hands and all that. And it's a hard game in general as well. Special moves is also hard. I feel like my special moves record, like in my memory, it's really good. This 1-5, this one. Like in my head, this run is so fucking good. This run back in the day, when I got this record, this run beat Chansey, which played the game with 2 controllers. By the way, this one controller run beat the 2 controller run back in the day when it happened. Now Chansey has a better time, by the way. Although it's not in the leaderboard because never submitted. But I save it. I save the bot. History purposes and all that. I don't really know why Chansey didn't submit it, but I think wanted to get a better run. I think it's like a 103 or something like that. Because yeah, two controllers has to be faster. But just to give some perspective, you know, when I got this run, I beat the two controller, which I don't remember how much it was, but I beat it. So this is a good run. I will have to rewatch it to see, you know, how much time I can save, and if it's like feasible to beat it. It's always feasible to beat it, but it's worth it to commit to it, you know. Because on priority list, I think getting a better 80%, it's on my priority list more than this, of course. And apart from that, we don't really have other categories. There's just two categories in this game. I mean, there's the two controller stuff. But I kind of don't like it. Like, because first of all, I don't have another controller. And it feels like it will be so much. There was one skip found since your last run. You're right. I forgot about that. Two, in fact. They're not that big. But you are correct. You are correct. I actually forgot about that. That was last year. Was it last year or was this year? It's actually on my channel. Yeah. It's not. I read the Discord. Yeah, it's not one of those tricks that are like, oh, now you can get a free road record with it. And also here it is, door plus bridge clip. Almost a year ago, more than a year ago, but almost a year ago. Look at that. It's funny. Alright, so I got an alignment for the bridge clip or the double clip or whatever. So Chansey discovered this, and I optimized it to actually like get a better result from it. And also it has a pixel alignment, so it's more consistent. It's still not fully consistent because it's there's still some timing to it. Like if you get the timing right, it's full consistent, but the timing is hard. This already on runs, which is touching. I don't remember if I time it though. I might have timed it. And there's another one, and the other one is harder. Is it harder? The other one is similar in difficulty, but it's right at the last fucking level. And it probably saves more time, but I don't remember if I... Where's Los Vikings do here? Useful stuff. 80% tricks. Frame data. Edit bridge clip. It's not time. Doesn't have any info. I just added an entry for it. And then blocks. Door plus bridge route. 10 seconds. A year ago to me is like last week, yeah. Okay, so this one right here, this saves 10 seconds. All up here. Let me clean this. And if if in that spot, my visual cue for it is you go all the way here, touch that wall, and here the pixel is Eric's hand. It's like 1 pixel right before the shield. So you can see the edge of the shield, and you can see 1 pixel of the shield, and then it's Eric's hand. And with that, you can buffer a boost switching into Fang. And you can just keep moving Fang, by the way. Some people think you're crazy for using a GameCube controller. I think people are crazy for using SNES controllers. I hate SNES controllers so much. Well, I don't hate it. I actually think it's a cute controller, but it. So here's a funny story. The reason why I use GameCube is because a SNES controller literally destroys my hands. Like, I have carpal tunnel risk. If I speedrun this game, if I commit to this game with SNES controller, I am confirmed gonna have carpal tunnel probably after a month. Like, yeah, like I think that's like guaranteed carpal tunnel for me. I remember when I first got into this game, I ran a little bit with SNES controller, and it was doing some weird shit in my hands. And it's because I don't have a place to put my hand, because the thing is so thin. I don't have any place to rest my stuff. That's the reason why I never play on console. I play a little bit on console. I think my first record might have been on console. That, and also I probably have an unofficial card, but it's not confirmed. Because I was getting some weird scan lines, but we don't really have a way to confirm it. But oh, I mean, this has the input, so this is NES. There's a chance one of my records might have been in SNES. About AV cables, yeah, because I wasn't sure if it was like what was causing it. I don't actually remember if I finished any. Maybe I didn't finish any run on SNES. The power supply, yeah, exactly. This is probably SNES. This record. Just looking at the quality of the video, this gotta be a capture. Looks pretty scummy, yeah, compared to the. That's the other thing. Like, the emulator looks so good, and it's like it's one-on-one emulation. SNES 9X is like, it's perfect. And like, look, even like one of the most fucking prestigious speedruns ever, you know, like Super Mario Bros. They are completely fine with emulation, because it's like good emulation, by the way. The SNES 9X is like pristine emulation, and they also allowed like most of, I don't know if most, but a lot of the Super Mario Bros. World records are on keyboard, so I'm fine with that. No Beaness snub. You mean like Beasthawk? But Beasthawk or BSNES is another thing. Because if it's Beasthawk actually uses SNES 9X. But yeah, I don't know if we have like a moment where I show my hands. BSNES is cycle accurate emulator? Oh, okay. But yeah, SNES 9X it's accurate down to lag even. Like I measure a lot of specific like milestone lag places, and it was the exact same. Like I literally can put both in the same leaderboard, and no one can argue about it. Nice. Let's go. This run is so bad. But yeah, here I probably play a little bit with controller. And then if we skip to the next Lost Vikings, this emulator, just like right away. It's just that I can save so much time later. Which means here 2018 10. So I probably played like, I want to say maybe a month or so. You can probably see the comments maybe. Maybe a couple weeks, maybe just 1 week, who knows. I fucked up very hard the last level, still a great improvement though. Yeah, don't get anything from that. My guess is that I did this with the SNES controller. I beat my bad record before and I said nope. I like my hands. I would love to have my hands when I'm 40. What age was I here? It's 2018. 7 years ago? No, I wasn't 7. 7 years ago. Okay, so my thought was actually, I want to have my hands when I'm 30. That's what I was thinking. And yes, I'm 33 and I still have my hands. Thanks to not playing with this ass controller. Right here, chat. Oh my god. I dropped another controller. Had to clean it. This controller sucks. I cannot believe there's people that play with this. Was this working out for you? What? Having 33? Or my hands? Oh, you mean maybe the injury? It's there. It's fine for the most part, but I probably need to go check it a little bit. Because I feel like I still have some liquid inside that doesn't go away. But yeah, there's something about this. Like, maybe I should ask more people that speedrun SNES games. SNES run from time to time, but only for a couple hours. Yeah. There's just, like, that's the thing, because I can probably play a cash run game with this shit. I could probably do that. But Lost Vikings it's like, it's hard. It's APM intensive, in fact, that game. And also, like, there's no resting time in that game. Like, there's very few cooldowns, because for example, there's a speedrunner I watch from time to time. It's called Chocman. It's another Chilean speedrunner. He has a bunch of like Mega Man records. Does a lot of like more popular speedruns like Donkey Kong and such. Great guy. Super funny guy as well and all that. And he plays a lot of SNES. But I noticed in a lot of these games, there's actually a lot of cooldown. Like, for example, between stages. There's a lot of like breathing time. From one stage to another. Or maybe a point where you just have to match. You know? I'm not saying it's easier. But what I'm saying, Lost Vikings doesn't have that. Like, there's only like a couple seconds between levels. And then you have to go all in again. And it just never stops. For, more than an hour. So, it's a hard fucking game, dude. It's really hard. And yeah, the problem is this, not having something to rest these fingers, it start constraining my hands. So for me, the ideal controller would be something exactly like this, but with like, you know, what the GameCube does. So I need to do some weird like homunculi controller like this, you know. I look it up online. There seems to be a like a case or like an exoskeleton that people develop, like 3D printed for this controller. But I read on Reddit, not that you should trust Reddit, but you know, it's like the only place where I could gather evidence before wasting money on it. Is that people had a hard time pressing the triggers with the exoskeleton in. It was like very hard to press the triggers, so that's really bad in a game like Lost Vikings, where you trigger like every other second or so. Well, not every other second, but you know, you trigger because this is how you change the characters. So you switch between characters. You do it all the fucking time. So not an option. Yeah, I believe in Mega Man. Is this how you switch powers as well? That feels like a very important button as well. And I don't know. There might be other controllers. But I'm unfamiliar with it. Again, if you can give me something like this, or something like, give me a GameCube controller that has this on top. Just give me that. Like you don't even need these things, right? Or maybe a little bit of it, and I'll be happy. But without that, there's no way I can play. And I tried. And again, for me, it's a health option. It's not a preference option. Because there is a part of me that, you know, it's like it feels more correct to play on an original controller. But if it's at the expense of your hands, and you know, I will literally won't be able to speedrun anymore if I got carpal tunnel. That's kind of a deal breaker, isn't it? Right? I'd rather have my hands. I do know someone that uses L to dash and R to shoot in Mega Man, and it's comfy. That sounds interesting. Like I'm actually a big fan of shooting with triggers in games. Like I'm never gonna forget. That's the one thing I like about the N64 controller, the original, is that it feels like grabbing a gun. So it feels so good. It feels so correct. Back in the day when I played Perfect Dark, and I used the Z is the gun, if I remember correctly, right? It is, right? I'm pretty sure it is. It has to be, because it just is so correct. Because you're literally like gunpoint, like it's the fucking trigger of the gun. With triggers, it's less like that, but it's also like it's still a similar like feel. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of that. But yeah, so if there's a record I want to come back to, it will be any percent. Maybe get like 115. I mean, no, I got a 115. I 113. I was thinking could be. I don't know. I don't even remember how bad my run is, because again, it's just hard to finish runs too. And to what we were talking last time, so there's 10 seconds of this trick, and then the other one I haven't measured. But let's say the other one is 10 seconds as well. You might say, okay, that's 20 seconds. That's a lot. 20 seconds is a lot for a trick on a game like Eternal Darkness, for example, where the rest of your run is like relatively consistent. Also on a game like Advance Wars 2, 20 seconds is massive because of manips. If you're really good at the game, you can get really consistent. And so yeah, sure. But in a game like this, 20 seconds is on the range of mistakes. Like on almost every run of this game, you're gonna get plus minus, I wanna say 30 to 40 seconds of mistakes all around the run. It's that kind of run. You know, kind of like I wanna think maybe like some of the 3D Marios. When you see runs like that, sometimes you see runners, even the best ones, like losing 5 seconds here, but then saving another 10 here, compared to the regular, and then losing a couple more, and it kind of average out, right? That kind of stuff. That happens on this game, especially on any percent because of all the RNG stuff. Everything is less consistent than in special moves because we have less tools, so we have to deal more with enemies and stuff. So tons of RNG, you have to adapt to that, and so your mistake range will be around, and special moves also happens, by the way, because even though it's more consistent, there is the weird, the game reads inputs in like 20 FPS, even though the game is 60 FPS. So sometimes you are like, you have the perfect inputs, but the game says, no, you did it wrong. And then you fail the trick because of that. So even for special moves, I would say on special moves, 20% is on the range of mistakes. And so even that doesn't mean I have a free war record or anything like that. Not at all. Like, if you give me a 20 time save on Advance Wars 2, I will come back to Advance Wars 2. Like, as soon as I finish what I want to do with Eternal here, frame 1, as I get a world record in Eternal 1, I will come back to Advance Wars 2 immediately. And I will commit to it for, I don't know, maybe a week, 2, maybe even a month, depending on how much, for a 20-second save. I promise to you. So if you have one, tell me. I fucking promise to you that. But on Lost Vikings, you have to give me like a 1 minute, maybe a 1 minute trick to consider coming back. Yeah. And on Eternal, it depends. Because technically, we do have like a 30-second save. But it's the hardest trick in the history of the game. So, yeah. Because that's the thing. These 20 seconds are actually not that hard. They're a tiny bit hard, but they're not like impossible hard. Like, when I come back to special moves, if I ever do it, I will implement this. And by the way, this work on all the categories, I think, not just special moves. Yeah, this is not special move dependent. This is for all categories, by the way. So it's true for any percent. So as soon as I come back, I will make those tricks. So that's the thing. One thing is how much a trick saves. The other thing is the tier difficulty of that trick. And these are on the normal tier, not trivial tier, but like normal, I want to say. So doable, we can call it. Whereas some of the Eternal ones we have that I don't have on record yet, those are in the insane tier, on the, like mental illness, speedrunner level tier of difficulty. I want to say. So to paraphrase that, if you give me a 20-second doable tier on Advance Wars 2, yeah, I will take it. If you give me a insanity tier 20 seconds on Advance Wars 2, I might not take it. Okay? Just to paraphrase my promise, just in case. Because I know, as soon as I finish this stream, people are gonna go glitch hunt Advance Wars 2, just so I come back. I know that's gonna happen, chat. So I had to be ready. Okay, I'm gonna finish here. It's kind of late. I'm getting a little hungry as well. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, sadly, it's gonna be a little cold. So I'm not sure if I can speedrun. We'll see. I'm also I've been struggling to stream for the most part. Because I've been lazy. And also I've been just playing a lot of music and stuff. So it's not like I'm not doing anything else, but so that's why I'm not, you know, upset about it, let's say. Because sometimes I don't stream and I want to stream. Now I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Like, who cares, right? Like, it's fine. It's just a hobby. Like, as long as I don't commit to it and make a TikTok and try to raise my thing, I don't have anything to commit to. I wish someone would make a TikTok for me. Anyway, chat. Bye-bye. Have a good one.